Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be learning how to convert fractions into percentages, and we're going to do 3 practice problems together, and then I'll have you try one on your own. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now I'm going to give you a picture. That's what you're going to start with. You are going to write the fraction based off of what you see in the picture. So we'll go from the fraction and then you're going to convert it into a decimal, and from there we'll write it as a percent. So use the image to determine the fraction, decimal, and the percent. Okay, so we have, remember that all fractions are part to whole comparisons. So we want to look at the whole bar or the whole picture and count how many pieces. The whole is how many, the denominator is always telling us how many pieces are in the whole amount. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces in the whole amount, and then the numerator tells you the part that you get, which is in orange. And I have 1, 2, 3. So you get 3 out of the 4 pieces. So our fraction is 3/4. And all fractions are division problems. 3 divided by 4, which is the same as 3 divided by 4. So 4 does not go into 3, so we add a 0 and a decimal point. Drop in our 0. Excuse me. 4 goes into 30 7 times, right? 7 times 4 is 28. 30 minus 28 is 2. 4 does not fit into 2, so I drop in another 0. But 4 goes into 20 perfectly, nice and perfectly for us, 5 times. So 5 times 4 is 20, and now we have a terminating decimal. We have our answer, 75 hundredths. Okay, and remember the way we say it is also how you can write it. This is the tenths, this is the hundredths place value. The 5 is in the hundredths place value, which is the same as the fraction, 75 hundredths, which as a percentage is 75%. Or you can take your decimal, 0.75, and multiply it times 100 because it's out of 100, and you can do all of the math, or times 100 is the same as moving it 10 times the place value, 100 times the place value. So 2 decimal points, which gives us 75% again. So 3/4, the fraction 3/4 is the percent, 75%. Let's do number 2 here real quick. So let's look at our picture. Remember, all fractions are part to whole comparisons. The part is the numerator, the whole is the denominator. So that's telling us how many pieces are in the whole amount. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The dot didn't show up. So there are 6 slices in the whole pie or pizza. But the part that you get is what's shaded. So 6 minus that 1 slice means you get 5 of those slices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the fraction 5/6. And remember, all fractions are division problems. 5 divided by 6. So 5 divided by 6. And we're going to say 6 goes into 5 0 times. So I add my decimal and drop in a 0. 6 goes into 50, so let's see, 6 times 6 is 36, so that's too small. 6 times 8 is 48, so let's try that. 48, I have 2 left over. 6 does not go into 2, so I'm going to drop in another 0. 6 times 3 is 18. So that gets us close to 20. 3 times 6 is 18. I subtract, I get a 2. Uh-oh. So I'm going to start recognizing a pattern. I bring down, I have a 20 again. So it's going to go in 3 times. 3 times 6 is 18. And now we know that this is a repeating decimal. So remember, this is the tenths place value, the hundredths, thousandths place value. So it would be 83 hundredths, or we can think of this as 83.3 repeating percent is how we would write that. Okay, 83.3 repeating percent. So today we covered how to go from a fraction, convert that fraction into a decimal using division, and then from decimal to convert it to a percentage. So from fraction, decimal to percent is what we worked on today. So nice job. Remember, you can always rewatch these videos, and if you want a full length lesson and tutorial on how to convert fractions into decimals, make sure you check out the link in the description. And for more weekly math tutorials, go ahead and subscribe for future lessons. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.